technical senior night, so they didn't want to just flat out cancel that on the couple of guys that are graduating, which of course will be honored in a little bit. So what do? They find someone to play them tonight, and that ends up being Strong Island Hockey. Now, I don't blame anyone if you've never heard of Strong Island Hockey. I myself did not hear about them until just recently, but in that and in the research that we did here on the LI Sports Network for this game, we found another, maybe even better story. Ned Stavronidis, the goalie for Hofstra for 2 years, transferred over to St. John's, looking for the opportunity to start a new program. And yes, I mean the St. John's as in the St. John's that is currently coached by Rick Pitino, the St. John's that does play their basketball games quite often in MSG, that St. John's, who hasn't had a hockey team for 40 years. And coming in September, this team, the Strong Island Hockey in front of you, will be rebranded, renamed to the St. John's hockey team, the St. John's Red Storm, and St. John's will once again have a team to root for on campus that is wearing their red, representing the Red Storm. And it's just truly a great story. Unfortunately, because of copyright issues, this team in front of you, Strong Island, couldn't call themselves St. John's just yet, but that will all be resolved. That's not really a problem. And what a thing to have. Another solid school joining the ranks of collegiate hockey alongside the Hofstras, alongside the Stony Brooks, alongside the Farmingdale State Colleges. And I know Columbia isn't technically on the island, but it's still a part of this conglomerate that is collegiate hockey here on the island, and getting another team into that mix is always a positive thing. It's the sign of growing hockey on Long Island. Obviously, got to throw out that LIU does have an NCAA team as well, but with all of that said, we can look at the game in front of us right now. So because of all of the backstory that I just told you, Strong Island obviously doesn't have any history. They have no stats. If you look down their sheet, it's 0 goals per game, 0 goals against, 0 power play goals, and no one's taken a penalty. For Stony Brook, they are averaging 5 goals a game, letting up 3.9. They're averaging just under a power play goal per game at 0.8, and they give away about 4 penalties per game. The Seawolves are 13-5-0 coming into this matchup. And one of the bigger storylines coming into this matchup as well, what's been rocking the Seawolves world as of recent, and I don't mean to give a little bit of play on words right now, it's Michael Rocco. Michael Rocco has been just phenomenal. Rocco has just been tearing everyone and everything up. Obviously, formerly playing on the Stony Brook ACHA Division I team. Obviously, Stony Brook, they're the ACHA Division I, a little bit more competitive than the AAU Division III. But nonetheless, Rocco has come in here and just put everything out there, left everything he possibly could in every game on the ice. In 3 games played, he has a total of 9 points with 7 goals and is chasing down Brandon Gerstein for the overall goal leader on the team. Gerstein currently holds that title with 14 goals and 32 total points. And I don't believe Tyler Edmonds, the leading point producer, is actually going to be too safe with that role. I mean, obviously, these guys still have a lot more games in hand on Rocco, but by the end of it, who knows? Maybe Rocco can get up there. Definitely next season he'll be up there. Tyler Edmonds currently with 40 total points, 11 goals, 29 assists, also the captain. 4 of those power play goals, 4 of them power play assists, so obviously he knows how to operate when Stony Brook is up a man. On the other side, I wish I could run down a lot of the different players, but again, no stats on them just yet. I believe we have some junior players on this team and just a mixture of everything that they can possibly get. Ned Stavronidis is the person that made this all possible for St. John's and for Strong Island Hockey. He is the founder and captain. Obviously, he was who I was talking about, transferred over from Hofstra. Just a great storyline coming out from that. As it appears, we are a couple minutes away from what should be an initial ceremony for the couple of graduating players for the Stony Brook Seawolves. Obviously, these players have seen quite a bit of turnover in their time in these white jerseys that you see in front of them. And what that turnover is, well, they went from the ACHA, now they're in the AAU. They had to deal with a lot of things that the Stony Brook ACHA team is dealing with the undergraduate student government over at Stony Brook. If you're interested in the way that Stony Brook is treating their hockey teams, well, I would suggest you go over to statesman.com and read an article published by myself, Ken Broderick, and one of my good friends, Anthony DeCoco. We kind of highlighted a lot of what's been impacting the ACHA team, but what impacted the ACHA team is also impacting the AAU team. To give a slight summary, there was a $40,000 cap put in place by Stony Brook's USG for no apparent reason, and they've mismanaged funds and misdealt money since then, and because of that, athletic teams like the one you see in front of you, the Seawolves, are struggling a little bit more financially. So if you want to give support over this team, I highly recommend that you do. And if you want to have an impact on Stony Brook campus, again, read that article, make your voice heard on social media in whatever way you can. Try to make Stony Brook know that we all care about the Stony Brook hockey teams. We care about every hockey team on Long Island. Obviously, here at LISN, we broadcast the Seawolves every single game they can play at home, so we don't have a rooting interest in what happens in the wins and loss category, but obviously we like to have them around to see what's going on. As we are under a minute away from the official start of this game, when we're out of warm-ups. Can't wait to see how this game unfolds. Win or lose, it's going to be a fun one, that's for sure. First time of many we potentially could be seeing this Strong Island hockey contingent. Running a 3-cam setup today as well here on the LI Sports Network. Wally Mitchell doing great job to get everything going by the time we're going to have puck drop. Some maneuvering was had to be made, that's to say the least. Obviously, every time you're at a new rink, there's new challenges and new things to overcome. But here on the LI Sports Network, we always do the best possible job we can to bring you the best looking product we can. As there is the buzzer, and we should be getting into some potential ceremony for the graduating students here at Stony Brook Hockey. Yeah, it did. That's crazy. Good day for them. Good feelings all around.
Congrats to our seniors. Your starting lineups tonight. For Strong Island, number 4, Ethan Fogarty.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Thomas Zaleski. Number 8, Andrew Schneider. Number 9, Andrew Del Panino. Number 12, Keith Presti. And number 32, Ned Staranides. Starting for your Stony Brook Seawolves, number 7, Andrew Macheni. Number 11, Jason Kittigrad. Number 53, Aiden Latham. Number 91, Nick Parker. Number 97, Ryan Lyman. And number 1, Jill Storminger. And now, our national anthem.
I got their numbers off the AAU website, and then I got the pronunciations from the coach, but all of the numbers are wrong. I can try to get a physical roster, but right now what I'm looking at is like none of the numbers are right besides like Sounds good.
And we are rocking and ready to go here on the LI Sports Network. Alexander Gargano going to be starting off in net for Strong Island. Guadagno on the other side for the Seawolves. A pause with 17:02 to play in the first. Latham into the face-off dot, gets it over to the right wing corner, chased on instantly by Weinman. Puck gets wrapped around to the near side, held alive along the near boards. Latham chases it to the far end, continues the cycle. Both teams just playing a little chase and go. Once again held in at the near point, and then it's spit out by Strong Island. Fogarty will play it ahead. Ketegrad intercepting it in the neutral zone, bouncing around and taking a couple of turnovers. Slamming into the boards right in front of us. Wally, I don't think this has ever been closer to me calling a game than what I just experienced. What about you? Wally can't hear me. He's too concentrated. He's locked in. Shot taken from the near point. A little too weak to get through that traffic, and now it's taken ahead by Mancini. Mancini will wheel it in to the right wing corner. Chasing after it, actually getting his own puck back, battling against two members of Strong Island. Stony Brook do keep possession. Ketegrad up top. Ketegrad with a shot. Traffic can't get through. Weinman holds. Weinman a shot and it's saved. Centering pass out in front, a shot. I think that one went a little too high. Weinman now physically battling forward along the boards, bumping in with Del Panino. Strong Island with a lane to clear, and they will get it out. Lynn coming back with Burdett. Burdett will send it to the far side, just a little bit in front of the stick of Burkia, but it still gets intercepted. Strong Island looking to rifle it in. They do cycle. Ketegrad coming around. He'll tap it forward for Burdett. Burdett with some speed up the left side. Burdett looking for an angle. His shot, glove save. Karams to the far boards and now out to the neutral zone. Back forward is Halissi. He'll give it to Ketegrad. He'll reset. Tapping a pass forward for Burkia. Dicing it up in the neutral zone. Bringing it into the slot. A shot is wide. Some more physical stuff in the right wing boards. 4 players all there right now. Referees telling them to keep it alive. Stony Brook feed it to the near point. Shot by Lynn. That's going to bounce around. And will be shut down for another pause. 14:33 to play in the first. So Edmonds into the dot in the right wing, or right circle, trying to win it. Comes past him. Going down for it is Barker. Met by the forecheck. Zaleski was there for it. Edmonds will put it back in. Edmonds looking for some options. Cycling below the net. Out in front. Shot taken. And it looks like we have a glove save. So Michael Rocco actually not in the lineup today for the Seawolves, so that's going to be a big part of their scoring detail not in as we get another face-off. Puck comes to the blue line, not kept in, and a big hit upcoming. That will be a penalty waved off by the referees. They actually determined it was clean. Did I say Del Panino is a big guy? Well, I do mention it as he lays another hit. Offside, so he has to reset. Stony Brook take that opportunity to dump it in deep from Mancini. He'll lift it high into the air, into the corner for his forwards to chase after. Edmonds the first one there. Del Panino gets a look and sends it off the wall and out. Mancini back into his own zone. Jack Mancini will dump it over to Burkia. Looks to the near side, then instantly chased down Zaleski. Stony Brook do get it up and out. Burkia still holding. Burkia into the high slot, looking for the pass off. Gets it to Edmonds, putting it back out in front. Puck loose in the crease. Now to the high slot. A shot from Mancini is going to go too high. Good opportunity right there for Stony Brook. Definitely a good look as we get another hit on the near boards. Puck takes a couple of tumbles, then goes back into center ice. Once again, Stony Brook will dump it, then go for the line change. Wrapped around. Weinman trying to get to it, can't, but has some support to keep it alive in the offensive end. 12:30 to play in the first period. A lot of other games, I believe, going on Long Island Sports Network right now. We should have some varsity matchups if it's that time of the night. Obviously, my focus is here right now, but nonetheless, some varsity playoffs as that puck's going to go through the crease, and it's in to the back of the net. Stony Brook get the first goal, 1-0 Seawolves. 12:15 to play in the first. Puck back into the offensive end, and a big spill. Gets a reaction from the crowd here. Puck taken ahead again by the Seawolves. Barker handles. Barker still holding on to it. Out in front, a shot taken. Big rebound, and that one is going to go wide to the left. Second opportunity belonged to Halisi. Strong Island can get the clear. They'll reset by putting it into the offensive zone. Puck wrapped around to the near side. Halisi with it. Dribbling it ahead. Quickly is Mancini for the hit on the near boards. Shot taken. Couple of feet too high. Stony Brook look to win it back. Into the corner. Strong Island control, putting it out in front. It sails through the crease unbothered. Del Panino sauces in front, shot, no good. Big rebound, still on the near boards. Halisi trying to clear it away and will get it off the glass and out. Should go down for an icing as the referees will now blow the whistle. Puck stopped up on the far side again. Shot taken. Save made. Storminger, I think that's the first time she was tested this game, at least in any legitimate fashion. Barker getting through that hit, but will lose the puck. Stavronidis strong on his skates to send Barker into the boards. Strong Island pinned in for now. Puck back into the neutral zone. Tipped in a little bit deeper by Stavronidis. Played to the far side. Puck came over for a second. Gerstein couldn't exactly look for it. Under 10 minutes to play here in the first. Stony Brook, a shot from the point. That's going to be a save. Put back into the slot. First one due to Strong Island. Brakia in his own zone, looking for the pass, gets it ahead. Berde will send it in. Hits off the end boards. Strong Island possessed below their own goal line on the backhand is cleared and tapped into the neutral zone, taken back by Berde. Nice moves for Berde. Going wide left, putting it out in front. Richardson trying to get the shot. It goes wide over to the right. Into a race now is Burde. The icing waved off. Puck takes a big hop. Now settles in the left wing corner. Gerstein will skate away with it. Gerstein, the backhander to Richardson. Richardson rifles it in. Barker at the blue line. Finds his dump-in angle. His forwards chasing after it now. Snyder trying to absorb the pressure. Does get it to the near side. Strong Island give up a shot, though. It's easily turned aside. Gargano has been solid so far in net, although letting up that first goal that does give Stony Brook the lead right now. Technically is the go-ahead goal, but still too early to really call it that. Puck around the boards to the near side. Del Panino after it. Evades him. Clearing opportunity. Held in at the blue line now. Dancing into the high slot. Shot taken. Storminger save. Second opportunity, and they score. .7:56 to play in the first. And Strong Island find their first goal against an AAU opponent. As we get back to the face-off at center ice. Quickly played in. Kitograd takes a big hit, and we're going to have a quick pause. Kitograd getting back up under his own power and will gingerly skate over. Terranova, though, was the one who ran into him. And will come over to the box now. So Stony Brook to the first power play of the game. Two minutes for the Seawolves to try to find their second. Do get control off the face-off. Puck played into the high slot. Controlled and dropped off. Brakia puts it down a little bit lower into the corner. Stony Brook will allow Strong Island to take possession. They can't get it out. Held in on the near side by Edmonds. Back up top to Brakia. Looking for a lane, giving it down low. The one-timer taken and saved. Gerstein got good wood on that. Brakia again, high slot, feeding it to Gerstein, settles it, sends it out in front, the shot taken from the slot, big rebound, and the puck sent wide by Edmonds. Don't get much more of an open shot than that. Second one taken from Edmonds, big bounce to the far boards, tried to be held in. Get a little bit of a trip, but no call from the referees. Put on the near side. A shot taken again. That drive from Mancini wasn't far off. Stony Brook still keeping it in the offensive end. Right now it's controlled by Richardson. Richardson sends it down low. Strong Island take it back. Put in deep. Mancini lackadaisically after it. Comes around for Gerstein. Forward for Richardson. Richardson across the ice. Mancini with room on the right side. Mancini coming forward. Pulling up. Right circle. Feeds middle. No one was there for it. Lynn still controls, though. Playing it back to the near half board. Shot taken. Wraps around to the far side. And the puck will come out. Unfortunate break right there for the Seawolves. 10 seconds left in the power play. Lynn trying to get back into the offensive end. Runs into some trouble on the blue line. Still gets the puck in deep, though. Strong Island a chance to take it back. Good pressure applied by Weinman, and we go back to 5-on-5. Stony Brook unable to find that power play goal. Played in, shot taken, save made. The challenges against Storminger have been few and far between. but it's taken rebound opportunities to truly test her in net. Tipped out by Stony Brook. Kiedegrad mixing it up into the corner. Kiedegrad, nice stick lift, fighting for possession. And we get a quick whistle from the referees. 5:26 to play in the first. Puck dropped in the left circle. Stony Brook possessed below the goal line, out in front. Shot, they score. Oh, they didn't. I thought that went bar down. The referees signaled no goal. Obviously, I have a better angle in on me. Kiedegrad thinks he was robbed. And we will get, I'm pretty sure, an icing coming back the other way. Kiedegrad letting the refs know he thinks he went in. The referee saying they had the better angle. Obviously, the depth from the front side of the goal isn't exactly what you need. It's the referee on the goal line can truly see where that puck bounced. Stony Brook. Take it past Del Panino, down below the goal line again, out in front, dribbles behind the net. And the puck is cleared back to center ice. Burde. To Barker. Barker sends one intended for Weinman. Barker gets it back in his own end. Now over to Burde again. Burde trying to send Kiedegrad flying forward. Broken up. Stony Brook get it back anyways. Need a reset as they will be offsides. Richardson with a nice power move. Driving towards the net now. Richardson a shot and it's saved. Gargano, a good opportunity, shut down. Stony Brook. More pressure applied on these near boards. Playing it through the slot again. The tip isn't there. It's a nice backdoor feed. Reloading on the near side with Mancini. Walks the blue line to the left. His shot, he scores! Jack Mancini makes it a 2-1 game in the first period. And we're back into action. Shot wide to the left. Berkia trying to be the first one to it. Does get around the boards to the near side. Held in by Strong Island. Nice second effort from Berkia. Will get it out. Berkia now with some speed. Trying to dip it past one player. Comes back the other way. Strong Island into the left dot. Shot taken. Goes below the net. Rebound covered up by Berkia. He's been all over the ice on this shift. Puts it back into the neutral zone. Alissi trying to force a turnover. It's wired back into their zone. Stony Brook once again getting in deep. As I believe the USA just scored their first goal in the USA-Canada match. 1-1 the score now. Nice hitting in the corners. Got four bodies colliding right now. Strong Island come away with it. Some room to clear. Dangerous going down the throat of your zone. Latham could have had a nice takeaway and an easy shot. Strong Island come back the other way and do get the shot off. Rebound still in the crease. A little bit mishandled by Mosheni. Halissi will put it off the high glass, absorbing that hit and smiling about it. That is the nice, good thing about the down here, Wally. We can see everything. We can see the players smile. Can probably read their lips if we could read lips. I can't read lips. Strong Island once again flipping into his neutral zone. Shot from the slot is going to go wide to the right. Del Panino still battling for it. Will play it back towards the goal, but just barely finds its way under the net, and Stony Brook have a chance to clear. Icing right now from the referees. It will go down and come back to Stony Brook's end. Shot ramps off a stick. Taking a couple of bounces, will end up in the left wing corner. Del Panino battling with Macheni. Macheni will wrap it around to the near side. Strong Island the first one to it. Instantly swarmed by the Seawolves. Del Panino taking it out in front and taken away by Barker. Strong Island on the reload, looking for some zones. Put out in front, and Stony Brook are strong on their skates. Instantly turned aside by Lay. Down low, it's Barker. Barker off the glass, into center ice. Nice touch from Strong Island, but still gets by them. Kiedegrad looking to break it down into the offensive end. .125 to play in the first. Puck getting jammed up right now below the goal line. Broken out by Strong Island. They get out of the zone with it as well. Berde playing the body. Will get to the puck first as well. Then takes a nice hit into the boards. Getting some help now from the assistant captain, Richardson. He'll cycle it around to the far side. Gerstein, flying after it. 1 minute to play in the first. 2 on the score for the Seawolves. Berde gets it ahead. Now to Richardson. Richardson walking in. Nice moves and then gets it poked away. 38 seconds left in the first. Berde again with it on his backhand. Gets it poked ahead. Back into the offensive end for Strong Island, but Burkia is there to shut down the chance. Burkia now getting some numbers going back the other way. Gerstein trying to tip it past the blue line. Stony Brook should be called offsides here, and they are. 22 seconds left in the first. Face-off will be in the neutral zone. Lynn to take it. Comes over to Mancini. D-to-D pass will get it over to Barker. Stony Brook trying to get it back into the offensive end. 13 seconds left. Controlled by Kiedegrad. He puts it into the center. Off to the left now. And we got a whistle from the referees. And that's how we will end the first. Stony Brook with a 2-1 lead after 20, and we'll be back for the second period here on the LI Sports Network. And we're back for the second. 20 minutes onto the clock. Getting ready for this next stretch. Stony Brook up 2-1 after the first. Been pretty back and forth. Would say that Stony Brook has capitalized with more opportunities. It's just haven't sunk those. Obviously, Edmonds had a little bit of an open net to shoot at that he went a little bit wide on. If that went in, that could have been potentially 3-1 for the Seawolves to start off. But Strong Island definitely putting up more than a reputable fight in their first AAU matchup. Obviously, like I said, to begin this game, what we're witnessing is the beginning of the St. John's AAU hockey team. Not named that right now just because of some simple copyright stuff, but they will be St. John's. They will be the Red Storm by next September as they take another shot. That's a big bounce setting up into the crease. Stony Brook trying to whack it away. And we'll settle down into the corner now. Puck touch with a high stick, reset. Stony Brook looking to break it forward. Weinman controls. Weinman not getting a shot off. Stony Brook keep it alive, getting it deeper in. Latham chases after it. Puck squirts past him and now into center ice again. Once again, puck going to go off sides for a second. Strong Island reset. Flying forward is Burkia. Burkia gets it down low on the backhand, looking to wrap. Has Richardson out in front. Puts it up. Edmonds, the feet over. Shot missed wide. Stavronidis was tracking it a little bit. To the far boards now, kept in by Gerstein, looks to set it up, and puck is saved. Puck down again. Played to the far side. Stony Brook look for a clear shot taken. Save made. Ketegrad coming ahead. Ketegrad in the right circle. His shot was broken up. Puck wraps around, controlled by Halisi. Gives it over. Lynn, a one-timer. Hits off a skate, I believe. Puck flying through the slot. First touch by Strong Island. They get it back into center. Look to send it in deep on the backhand, but it's quickly taken by Burdett with a little bit of speed. Helped out by Ketegrad now. Both of them try to get the puck in deep. Find some collisions here. Puck given to the far side. Mancini with Ketegrad. Put a shot on net. Turned aside by Stavronidis. Mancini dancing to the slot. His shot broken up. Barker claims it. Barker looking for someone backdoor. No one available. Ketegrad comes over. Will cycle it. Try to be played out. Ketegrad gets it again. His shot through a couple of caps. Ketegrad on the backhand puts it low. Puck below the goal line. Two players there. Looks like Wyman will win it. Gets it to Ketegrad. Sends it to Mancini. Loading up in the slot. Mancini, his shot almost tipped in. Puck played into the slot again, and then it's cleared by Strong Island. All the way down. Around 16 minutes to play in the second period. Mancini from the red line sends it. 15:54 to play as that's a nice opportunity for Weinman. Not going to go. Stavronidis making another save. Face off in the right circle, taken away by Strong Island. Stony Brook do their best on the forecheck, break it up for now. Gerstein looking for possession, gets past him and all the way down. Back for Brakia to claim. Plays it ahead. Richardson looking for the tap in past the blue line. Has to reset, so do his teammates. Now everyone's on sides. Brakia over to Richardson. Taps it backwards, intercepted. Strong Island into the offensive end. Gerstein almost forcing a turnover at the blue line, then gets it over to Richardson in one-on-one. Richardson looking for the tough angle move in close quarters. Richardson again on the near side. Good poke check. Puck still gets past him. Brakia joining the battle. Has it. Brings it forward. Brakia through some contact. Does get it into the offensive end. Gerstein chasing after it. Joined by Edmonds. Gets past both of them. Held in on the boards. Puck now bouncing around. Digging it out of some skates. Stony Brook can't find it. Strong Island have it and have some room. Gerstein on the backhand will send it high and past the blue line. Macheny trying to deny the entry, but puck got through him just a little bit before he laid that hit. Under 14 minutes to play here in the second. Here's Lynn. Lynn dumps. Regains possession. Lynn sending it low. Over to Halissi. He'll put it out in front. Actually hits off the far side of the goal. Now the puck played to the slot. Kitograd on the forehand. His shot broken up. Into the corner again. Stony Brook keep it alive on the near board. Sending it around to the far side. Halissi and Barker try to both pinch in. And a nice scrum on the corner. And Strong Island the better for it. They try to play it out. Barker stepping up on the blue line. Comes through him. Mancini down and we'll get an icing. Stony Brook reclaim in their own zone. Brakia trying to get it ahead. Instead, he takes it himself. Brakia with some speed. Bringing it around on the far side, wrapping the goal line. Mancini jostling for it. Referees maybe calling a penalty right now. No. Hand pass the official call. So we'll stay 5-on-5. 12:21 left to play in the second period. Richardson into the face-off, will win it cleanly, gets it back towards the blue line, tapped over to Brakia. Brakia juking around a man, sends it to the slot, a shot too high from Gerstein. Puck reclaimed by Richardson. Richardson, skill moves, dumps it off, puck played near side, almost tapped in on the far post. Now cleared out by Strong Island. Man back is Burkia. Nice hit into the boards. Puck played through the slot unharmed. Here comes Edmonds. Edmonds with speed up the right side. Try to get it on net. Edmonds, his shot interrupted. Feeds it back to Orstein. Couldn't get it on. Richardson flies in as well to break up the play, but it's still taken out. Strong Island get the shot off, and it's covered up and shut down. Looks like we have Guadagno in net right now for the Seawolves. Ketegrad with some space up the right side. Ketegrad will rifle it in once he crosses the red line. Halissi chasing after it. Ketegrad there for support. Halissi with a room towards the net. Halissi out in front, feeding it back door. The shot, they score! As we get a replay of that here on the LI Sports Network. Glass a little dirty. Back to the face-off at center ice. Stony Brook get it down low. Played in front of the crease again. Lynn was diving for the whack shot. About 10 minutes gone by here in the second period. Guadagno tracing it. We'll steer it to the near boards. Another shot taken by Strong Island. Guadagno settles it, allows his defense to come onto it, looking for some clearing options. Another shot. Guadagno tested again. 3 for 3 on save so far in this sequence. Puck going towards the blue line, kept in. Guadagno another save. Now the Seawolves have some room to clear. Quickly into the neutral zone. Ahead, Mosheni looking to play through the 5-hole of the defenseman in front of him. Loses out on it. Strong Island looking to get it back to the neutral. Chip it to the opposite blue line. Mancini has room. Mancini possessing on the backhands. Getting some speed, built up. Down low, Mancini cutting that front. Does it go in? The referees say it does. Mancini with a beauty to make it 4-1 Seawolves. Yeah. Under 10 minutes to play here in the second, and the Seawolves have built up a nice 3-goal lead, thanks in part to the absolute beautiful skills of Jack Mancini. Weinman fighting for control. Will get it back to his defenseman. Stony Brook now on the exit. Ketegrad taps it forward. Once again, they drive in front of the net. Mancini looking for back-to-back. Taken out. Stavronidis stayed strong right there. Mancini with it again. Jack Mancini putting it in front, looking for a follow-up shot. Strong Island there to break it up. Now look to clear on the backhand into the neutral zone. Barker is instantly met for it. Barker on the dump in. Taken by Strong Island. Gerstein forces the turnover, then instantly has it ripped off his stick. Sends it down low. Ketegrad trying to play it around. Back to Gerstein. Gerstein Looking for Brakia. Gets it to Brakia. He's winding up and shooting, and he scores. "5-1 for Stony Brook. Now they're in firm control. Stony Brook erupting here in the second period with goals. Once again, trying to play it back in front. Richardson might have had a bit on that. Richardson now through 3 men, can't hold on to it. Comes back to Brakia in the neutral zone. Sends it to the opposite side. Berde dumps it into the right wing corner. Edmonds quickly onto it, followed up by Richardson. He'll take the puck. Richardson could play it off the boards and does to Brakia. Tries to hold it in, squirts past the blue line, through the referee as well. Back to Berde. Puck going hard off the boards right now, shaking the camera a little bit. Gerstein takes it into the offensive end, has Richardson out in front, tries to feed to him. Puck still loose in the crease, and Strong Island will clear. Stony Brook with a nice poke in the neutral zone, takes the puck ahead to Richardson. Now on the near side, Brakia will dump. Gerstein the first one in. Gerstein. Poke check a little off its mark, and Strong Island get back into center ice. Instantly reclaimed by Barker. Up ahead, Helissi controls, dicing past the blue line. Up the right side, he'll drop it off. Kietagrad, another pass to Barker. That shot wasn't far off mark. Now ahead, Strong Island could get on the breakaway, but Barker's quickly back into his defensive zone. Good hit, and Barker will take possession. Another big hit here at center ice. Kietagrad came flying in. Had the momentum reverse back onto him. Kietagrad trying to reset now. Getting ahead to Latham. That pass intercepted. Shot play down low, and Guadagno is save. About 6 minutes to play here in the second period. Strong Island, a look from the slot. That one's going to go off to the right. Stony Brook first on the puck. Do force a turnover. Held in the offensive end for now. Puck fluttering below the goal line. Then wrapped around to the near side. Stony Brook laying some hits into the glass, and now it's back into center ice. Helissi on the forecheck. Puck evades him. Down low. Guadagno out to settle it. Allows his defense to skate in. Stony Brook looking for some room. Hotly contested real estate. Still sent ahead to Kietagrad. Kietagrad up the right side now with his momentum cut short. Strong Island wrapped around to the far side. Puck could be held in at the blue line, but Mancini was a little too far away from it. His team dump it back in, turned aside. Strong Islands find the open room. Couple of passes, they're back into the offensive end. Then it's whacked away by Weinman. Trying to get it to Edmonds, comes back to him. Weinman. Nice deke over to his left. Weinman still holding on to it. He'll get past the blue line. Weinman trying to cut through the last men. Couldn't do it. Would have been on net if he did. Weinman sends it around. Edmonds here on the near side. Out in front, Edmonds on the backhand, looking for it. He scores. 6-1 Seawolves. Richardson evades that contact by just a hair. Helped out now by Gerstein. Then Richardson to the far side sees the puck go high into his own defensive zone. Back forward is Brakia. Brakia will turn around, go back the other way he came. Now stopping it behind his goal. Guadagno trying to make some funny moves to distract. Richardson touches it, loses it. Looking for it back. First one, too, is Stony Brook. Brakia controls. Brakia just saw him join the rush that set up that goal. Puck played in. Gerstein, Richardson, open shooting lane. No, it's just a little too high. Stavronidis saw it whistle above the crossbar. Puck held in at the far point. Put it in on net, and they score. Touch with the high stick. No, referees say it's in. We got a good goal right there. Stavronidis pleading his case for a high stick. But the referees say we got a good goal and a 7-1 lead for the Seawolves. Face off back to center ice, won by Stony Brook. Kiedegard, a quick shot and a save by Stavronidis. 3:33 on the clock. Stony Brook looking for another one, and they score. Truly lighting it up at this point. 8-1 for the Seawolves. 3:25 to play in the second period. Right back into the offensive end. Puck hopping around in the right wing corner, taken away by Strong Island. They wheel it up ice. Back into the neutral zone, almost held in by Latham. He actually does get it back deep. Strong Island have to reset and go again. Getting through this Stony Brook forecheck has not been an easy matter as it's once again put in deep by Muscheni. Getting over to Kiedegard. He'll whistle it below the goal line. On to it is Weinman. Weinman, now a tap pass over. Strong Island, break it up, break it out. Get it into the offensive end. Stony Brook looking to do the same. Taken forward by Burde. Defenseman joining the rush. Over to the left circle. Burde scanning, pulling up on his skates, reversing the other way. Now curling at the blue line, puts it out in front, almost tipped in. Another grade A opportunity. Strong Island get it and force it back to Mancini. He finds the pass to Kiedegard. He'll wind up for a shot glove save. Stavronidis will shut the play down. 2:15 to play in the second. Stony Brook lead this game 8-1. Face off over to the right circle. The defenseman Mancini onto it as we get a big hit in the corner. Mancini onto it again. Puck below the goal line to the far side now. Tapped and passed. 2 minutes to play in the second period. Gerstein broken up by two men of Strong Island. 1:45 to play in the second. Here comes an opportunity. Guadagno with a nice save. Shot taken from the far point. That's going to take a big bounce off the boards and go into the netting for a pause. Shot taken from the blue line again. Guadagno was tracking it. Puck ends up below the goal. Kiedegard now jockeying for possession. Taps it around, then it's flipped in deep by Stony Brook. Stopped up by Stavronidis. Lynn will take the face off from the right dot. Stony Brook changing up who their forwards and who their defensemen are. Edmonds, normally a center, now playing some defense. So Seawolves having a little bit of fun with it here on senior night as we approach 1 minute to play in the second period. Puck over to Brakia. Defenseman still playing defense. Must like it where he is. Lynn down low. Puck rotated along the far boards. Strong Island break it up, and then it's intercepted by Kiedegrad. He'll allow Halisi to come onto it. Drop back for Brakia. 40 seconds to play in the period. Brakia on the right side. Made it left, actually. Then tips it in off the stick of Latham, ramping it down below the goal line. Rotated to the near side with some more momentum. Stopped up by Strong Island. They look for a couple of passes. Once again, broken up by Latham. He'll take a tumble into the near boards, and then it's tap pass by Kiedegrad back to his captain, Edmonds. To Kiedegrad again. Looking for a hookup with Wyman. Hops over his stick, so he'll send it back to the defensive end. 13 seconds to play in the second period. Stony Brook hold an 8-1 lead right now with an eruption of offense here in the second. And it looks like we'll end the second period in the neutral zone and head over to another break here on the LISN or LI Sports Network. And we'll be back for the third. And we are back for the third period, final 20 minutes of regulation. Stony Brook with a commanding 8-1 lead, most of it done in the second. Here on the LI Sports Network, I'm Kevin Broderick, joined by Wally Mitchell on the cameras. A little bit of an unusual setup, but we're getting it done. And again, if you missed the pregame, this game has a lot of special storylines for Stony Brook. It was a last homestand and their senior night that was initially canceled because Sacred Heart University had other games that they needed to play. And, well, stepping up to that was Strong Island Hockey, a team that will be joining the AAU as the official team of St. John's University. Yes, the Red Storm will have an AAU team come next September. And we're seeing an early taste of what that Stony Brook St. John's matchup will be like. Obviously, a lot of their roster probably going to change up before the beginning of next season, but still, it's always fun to get whatever taste of it we can well before scheduled. As we get ready to drop the puck at center ice. And we're off for the initial draw. Lynn winning it back to Barker, who joined by Mancini as the opening defensive line. Mancini jumped up and played some forward towards the end of the second. He'll lift this one high at the red line into the right wing corner, and the referee is going to say wasn't just at the red line yet, and we'll get an icing. So we'll redo the face-off, this time over to the left of Guadagno. Won by Strong Island. They try to hold it in at the blue, but it just barely gets past. Alessi was coming in for the back check. Referees raising their arms for offsides. Everyone from Strong Island does check up, and now it's taken forward by Kiedegrad. Kiedegrad with some room. He'll get to the red line, dumps it in. Stavronidis coming out of his net to try to play it. Into the high slot. Lynn dancing. Lynn with some room, passing it out in front. It goes through the slot. No one was there. Back door for the Seawolves. Now Strong Island looking for the 2-on-1. Coming back is Halissi. Now it's a 2-on-2, but still a rush attempt. Kiedegrad comes in. Nice hit into the boards. Puck at the far point. Shot taken and blocked out in front. Stony Brook will get it ahead. Mancini, 3-on-2. Gives it over to his right for Kiedegrad. Kiedegrad, nice hit. And will allow Mancini to come back onto it. His backhand will be intercepted as the rest of his team going for a change. Mancini will stay on the ice. He gets burnt. Everyone gets burnt. In on Guadagno. They score. Make it 2 for Strong Island, as we'll take a replay of that. Great opportunity right there, and Guadagno, nothing he can do about that. Would be a long and hard-fought comeback, but Strong Island, obviously, they should have plenty of energy and a lot to play for, considering this will be their first AAU matchup. First time any of these players recorded stats. Puck played past the blue line. Nice hit. Over to Brakia on the far side. He'll dump in, opposite corner into the left wing, chasing after it. Osheni, who was one of the seniors honored tonight, playing in his last home game as a Stony Brook Seawolf. 2 minutes gone by in the third. 8-2 the score. Stony Brook will send it in again. Strong Island take it right back. Burde scanning. Puck played back past him just so slightly. Weinman sends it off. Lynn and Wyman chasing after it below the goal line. Savernita's trying to track it as it comes to the near side. Played out in front. No one really getting a stick on that puck as it whistled through the slot. Lynn coming down for it again. On the far boards, players losing track of it. Play to the blue line and pass. Coming through the skates of Jack Mancini. Lynn twirling around, absorbing some contact. Touch pass over to Halissi, intercepted, and then rifled in deep by Strong Island. 16:40 to play in the third. Once again, my name's Kevin Broderick, joined by Wally Mitchell on the camera, operating the couple of PTZs that we have here. 3 cameras set up. Got to do it right for Stony Brook on senior night. Operating in a new rink as well. Always a fun challenge. Halissi with it. He's in a one-on-one. Trying to drag right. Halissi has it on his forehand. Then it was stripped away. Strong Island with speed. Back into the offensive end. Over to the right circle. Guadagno tracking. He makes the save. Puck loose below the goal line. Couple of bodies come together. Stony Brook with some room. Will play back into center ice. And that potential rush was shut down as the puck is deflected into the netting. 16:01 to play in the third. Off the face-off, Strong Island will send it to the far side of the neutral zone. Burde, the first one to it. He'll collect on his forehand, wheel around the back of the net. Burde looking for some options, finally finds an open man on the far side. Now Stony Brook with a rush ahead. Richardson has it, shoots it, blocked in front, gets his own rebound below the net, looking to play it back up top, bouncing around in the slot. Stony Brook another shot, that one's going to go wide. Stony Brook still possessing below the net. Getting it back out in front, tipped around, and once again to the far corner. Savernidis lucky that wasn't played into the back. Strong Island do flip forward. Nice defense at the blue line. Still gets past Kiedegrat. Centering pass. Big backhander. Glove save Guadagno. He tips it behind his own net. He thought he had it for a second. Puck to the blue line again. One-timer. Guadagno is saved. At the far side, Brakia jockeying for the puck. Takes a wild bounce into the near corner. Strong Island still possessing. Puck into the slot, broken up and played out. Kiedegrat will send it in as his team goes for a change. Then he'll turn around and go for a change himself. Barker claims it. Barker ahead for Lynn. Lynn some nice moves. Ahead for Halissi. He pulls up on his skates to avoid that hit and then sends it into the offensive end. There for it. Kiedegrat joined by Lynn, trying to hold it in at the blue line, and 2 players from Stony Brook run into each other. It was Mancini and Barker. Couldn't communicate quick enough who was playing puck, who was going to go to space. 13:58 to play in the third. Guadagno touches it for Mancini. Jack Mancini sends it to the near side. Halissi, a little bit too far in front of his stick, goes back to Strong Island. Mancini into the slot with it. His shot too high. He scored a beautiful one on the backhander. About midway through the second. Stony Brook quickly followed up on that goal with another goal, and that's really where this game got out of hand, into the 8-2 margin that you see on your screens now. Only goal of this period coming from Strong Island. Guadagno is saved. He'll keep the puck alive. Mancini will come onto it. Mancini to Barker. Make that 97 Wyman with it. He'll fire it into the neutral zone. Touched by Macheni. He'll send it a little bit farther forward. Strong Island into their own zone. Burde into the neutral zone. Wyman Wyman cutting right, looking for space on the far point. Wyman does get it past the blue line, quickly broken up. Now they're stick battling for it. Comes over to Burde. He'll take it. Should circle around the boards and does. Out of his net is Stavronidis to try to settle it down for his defense to get a little bit of an easier time playing it. Puck back to Guadagno. He'll look to pass it off the boards. Held in at the near point. And a slap shot. That one's going to go wide of the net. Takes a big bounce to the far boards. Wyman on the backhand will find a connection with Lynn. Lynn stopped up. Looking for space. Lynn, great skating ability he has. Lynn will kick the puck forward with his skate. Lifts in on the backhand. 11:50 to play in the third period. 8-2 still the score. Guadagno will catch that with his glove, quickly keeping the puck alive, putting it below his own net. Almost got caught out of position. Into the slot, the tap shot on goal, no good. Burde loses it, out in front. Guadagno closes the 5-hole quick enough to save that shot. Kitagrad. How quickly does he want to play this puck? He plays it across the blue line. It's tipped and broken up. Strong Island with numbers. Back the other way. Dragging into the slot. A helmet save for Guadagno. Approaching the halfway point in this third period. Stony Brook still up by 6 goals. Look like they'll easily settle this one into a win. Mancini looking for the outlet pass. Couple of passes and Stony Brook is out. Mancini now on the right side. Takes a big hit. Looks to hold it in on the near side. Strong Island get it back into the neutral zone. A return hit not going exactly the way the Seawolves wanted it. Shot saved by Guadagno. Potential big rebound was there as Mancini is going to go off to the bench, still in some pain. Mancini now getting looked at on the Seawolf bench. Burde gets it. At the red line, sends it high. Stavronidis will settle. Redirect it to the near boards. Comes back to the blue line. Stony Brook keep it alive, but just for a second as Strong Island spit it right back into the neutral zone. Burde once again looking for the deep. Broken up. Strong Island should settle it and reclaim possession. Two-on-one developing. Guadagno makes the quick save. 9:35 to play in the third. Back into the slot. That shot was blocked and flutters below the goal line. Puck played out in front, then to the far side. Takes a big bounce in center ice. Strong Island play it easily. Back to the blue line. They'll tip it in. Lynn going for the hit along the blue line. Just a little shoulder-to-shoulder contact. 9:10 to play in the third. Lynn on the back check. Couldn't get stick on it. Guadagno looks to settle, but it just bounces around the edge of his blade. Berkia goes to the red line and wraps it around the boards. Stony Brook go for a full line change in the meantime, waiting for Mancini to see if he can come back out on the ice. He's right there on the left side of the blue line. Another big hit in center ice. Barker ahead. Pass the stick of Macheni. Should go down. Referees wave off the icing call. Clock ticks down to 8 minutes left in the third. Haven't seen a goal since the opening minutes of this period. That was from Strong Island. So Stony Brook kind of in a drought right now. Something we didn't see in the second. Maybe that changing right now. Puck held in at the blue line. Kiedegard looking to dance down in the slot. Puts it out in front. The crease. They whack at it, and it's saved. Stavronidis gets on top of that and shuts it down. Off the draw, Stony Brook get possession. Give it back to Mancini at the blue line. His wrist shot through traffic, broken up and caroms to the far boards. Stony Brook keep it alive. Lynn with it. Nice hit on the right arm. Question is, can Barker control the puck? They battle for it on the boards, and Strong Island come away with possession. Quickly up the left side. Mancini reclaims, tapping it. Puck exchanging hands now. Stony Brook looking for a clearing option. They find it. .6:56 to play in the third period. Stony Brook back in their own end. Puck turned over, and then Lynn gets it right back. Lynn with some speed. Lynn looking for the toe drag. Nice move through the legs. He'll look for the pass towards the center. Latham was there, can't hold on to it. Shot now, deflected high into the slot off the save from Stavronidis. Held in at the blue line, back to the slot, almost onto the tape of Weinman. Guadagno will settle it behind his net. Stony Brook come for it, get it around to Wyman on the near side. Can't get it out. Shot taken. Guadagno, the glove save, and will settle play. 6:07 to play in the third period. Shot whistles off the far boards, comes to Stony Brook. Around to Burde, mishandles it. Strong Island take it back. Centering options available in the paint. They can't get the puck there, though. Takes a trip around to the far side. Held in by Strong Island. Now to the blue line. Room to shoot. Guadagno, another save. Big rebound. Can't get it out. Strong Island buzzing around. Puck into the corner again. Up top in the blue line. Or in the blue paint, excuse me, still held in. Stony Brook just can't clear right now. As I say that, Weinman gets clean possession and sends it out. Kiedegard chasing after it. 5:24 to play in the third. Burde with a slow possession. His wrist pass over to Brakia. Brakia, nice move through two. Gets to the blue line and dumps it in. Stony Brook trying to coast to a 6-goal lead right now as we just have a quarter of this third period left to play. Guadagno out of his net. Gets it around the boards and flipped high and out by Stony Brook. Macheny going to spring into a 1-on-0. Macheny in on net. His shot's going to go wide to the right. And then take some punishment into the boards as well. Burde driving it into the bottom. Some more hits along the far boards. 4:30 to play in the third. Mancini does the same thing as Burde and gets it in deep. Puck dribbling around. Taken by Lynn. He'll control back into the neutral zone before resetting by dumping it. Once again, Guadagno gives it to Lynn. Lynn in no rush, sends it to the far side, tipped by Mancini, taken back by Strong Island. They send it around. Barker onto it. Referees say no icing. Barker continues to play. Leaves it off. Mancini controls. Mancini ahead. Ketegrad looking to the near side. Has Halissi streaking forward. Probably not going to get to the puck first and doesn't. It gets wrapped around him. Held in by the secondary win from Stony Brook. Mancini races to it on the backhand. Gives it down low. Has teammates there. Controlled and given back to Mancini, actually a little bit to the right of him and past the blue line. .253 to play in the third. Puck comes back to Guadagno. He'll catch it with the glove and keep it alive. Burde will wrist it to the far side. Comes back to Burde, wobbling on its end. He settles and gives to Ketegrad in the neutral zone. Wrists it to the far side, going to hit just in front of the bench of Strong Island. They look to break it up, but it's instead turned over. Burde, a D-to-D pass. Now Brachia with some space. He gets to the red line and flips it high into the air. 2-2-2 to play in the third. Down, and the referees will call off the icing. Burde collects on the backhand, puts it around the boards for Brachia. He'll send another backhand and connect it with Lynn, who sends a third backhand to the blue line of Strong Island. Under 2 minutes to play here in the third. Gone a while without a whistle here on the Live Sports Network. Stony Brook still up 8-2, doing most of their heavy lifting in the second period. Michigan attempted and shut down by the defense out in front. Another centering pass goes through. Ketegrad on the far boards. Pulls it around. Puts it off the boards to Burde. Guadagno raising his hand for an icing. Referees will agree with him. 1:09 to play in the third. Referees are actually going to put the face-off at center ice. Approaching the final 60 seconds here in this senior day for the Seawolves. Mosheni will send it in, one of those seniors that obviously this day is here to honor. Ketegrad also on the ice, the other one. Under a minute to play in the third period. Stony Brook ahead by 6. Shot played off the goal. Save was made by Stavronidis. Down low again, and the puck is going to dribble wide to the left. Still controlled by Stony Brook. They'll send it around. Ketegrad, the backhand pass. Barker, the drive, is saved again by Stavronidis. Puck loose in the right wing, put back into the slot. Stony Brook whacking at it. They send one more pass to the near side. It's not good. Ketegrad buzzing with the puck. Mancini at the blue line as an option. Taken back by Strong Island. They look to wheel it out, and it is successfully cleared past the blue. 20 seconds left to play in the third. Guadagno tracking it down. Shot blocked by Barker. Put off the near side of the goal. Strong Island with 10 seconds left, looking for one more. Instead, it's flipped out. Mosheni coming after it. Mosheni will take the puck almost onto a breakaway. Ketegrad with 2 seconds left, trying to drag it to the forehand, takes a shot, and that's how we'll end it here on the Long Island Sports Network. Thank you so much for watching. 8-2 your final score. Seawolves take it as their final home game of the 2024-25 season, but they still have plenty of games to play. Who knows, Wally? Maybe we'll see them in Florida. We might see them in Florida. Once again, 8-2 the final score, and that's how we'll end the broadcast here. Thank you so much for watching, for listening, and have a great night.